I went to school broke. I went to school struggling. From the basic school level to the university level. Though my father did well, he took me to school in the first place. But reality set in when I was in level 300. He couldn't afford to send me money for upkeep, rent, and some basic essentials like lights and sometimes food. Though I had some people around, I had siblings. But you can't depend on human being forever. Sometimes they get fed up and sometimes they genuinely do not have. So I managed my way out. I completed in 2019. When I came back home, I thought a miracle will happen. There is going to be a day an application will be replied. There's going to be a day I'll be called to do a job. So I was waiting for this miracle. I was waiting for a hand out for more than 3 years to 4 years. I realized there wasn't any hand. Right after I completed, I began to feel my parents or my father was a bad person. Why didn't he help me? Because it was quite difficult to the extent that even after completion, I didn't have money for transportation to come home. To go home to my hometown, I didn't even have money for transportation. So I came home very, very angry. Then when I tried explaining it to my mother, I wasn't lucky. My father was passing by the window. And then he overheard me. He came in very angry. My father was like, I did my best. I was there for you. I paid your fees. I did this. And just because I couldn't afford this for you to come home, you are angry. I'm looking after you. I took care of your school for the sake of God. Because when are you going to be employed and look after me? When will you get money and look after me? I did all for the sake of God. So it wasn't easy. This stuck in my mind and nobody knew about it. So after the school and grinding and hustling, I start a business in body splashes. I hawk around with the splashes on my head from place to place. Yes. And then when I started making some monies out of it, I realized that it wasn't necessary to go to school to that level. I realized that all I needed was basic school education. I felt like I have wasted time. Already, I wasn't a special student. I wasn't that intelligent and brilliant. I had to crack my head to read the books. I wasn't gifted. All that while, I was suffering. I came back home and I had to start all over from square zero, like I've never been to school. There were times I'm at the station, going around carrying splashes on my head, and some of your colleagues will see you and you feel left behind. Some of the students you taught, especially during my service days, they see me and they are like, Madam, is this what you are selling now? Madam, yes. School is not beneficial to somebody who is struggling. If you don't know what you want to do in future and you are just running a race of time, school is not for you. You just need the basics to start your life. I wasted years. These years, if I had converted that into business, if I had started my earlier, by now I would have been somewhere. But I wasted time engaging school, being in school. And then what did I gain from it? So school is not for people who are struggling. My parents couldn't wait for me to pay them back. My parents couldn't wait to get a proceed. Going to school and knowing very well that when you come out, there is a rush, there is a pressure on you to hurry up and pay back your debts. It's not needed unless you are specially gifted. You are a doctor, you are a lawyer, you are one of the prestigious professions you can think about. At least you can make a decent income from it. But you are struggling as a normal person, still looking for a job, and then that particular job is not a defined thing the course you did is not defined. Now, how do you search for the job and start paying your parents? So this is why I will advise people who are coming from struggling homes and they are not specially gifted to start something very early. As soon as you start, or the earlier you start, then you arrive quickly. So school is not the solutions to everyone's problem. At least, maybe you learn how to read books. And when you learn how to read the books, you can learn how to read some principles and then some motivational quotes you need to forge on in life. But there is no benefit. So school is not meant for everybody. And young people, it's time they start realizing that your potential is not determined by school. And you have to read yourself. Look at where you are coming from. That will tell you where you are going. And then you make a choice. You make a decision. And then you equally succeed. Bye.